Hi guys, in this video I'll be showing you how to get the artifact of the Massive on Astraeos in Ark Survival Ascended. The entrance for this cave can be found at latitude 37.4, longitude 22.5. This cave can be done on foot easily, but I'll be using a saber-tooth, but I will need a cryopod. There's quite a few tight spots to maneuver in this cave. These are the stats of the saber-tooth I'll be using for this cave. Mobs do spawn at max level in this cave, but it shouldn't be too bad if you have a decent saddle or a good saber-tooth. For your character, I recommend the following: a set of armor, something with good durability, a scuba tank and flippers, a shotgun with at least 50 rounds, a shield just in case you get janked, a crossbow, and 10 to 20 grappling hooks. 10 will do, but I bring extra for special use. Medical brews, a pike or sword, this is really important, some food and water, and lastly, one parachute. Once you're set, enter the temple and walk down the hall. There will be a big statue with a brazier in front of it. To the right side, you should see a hole with some stairs going down. Walk down this hole and be ready to fight the mobs in this area. Once clear, you should notice this entrance that's kind of blocked. You need to unlock this to move forward. You need to look for this pedestal button. It will be at the left side of the room from the blocked entrance. Go to this button and press triangle or interact. You should see a flame pop up and hear the door slide open. You now want to go through this door and down the stairs. Mobs spawn in this hallway, so be ready to fight. You should notice a wall of crystals on your left hand side and a hole on your right hand side. The hole leads to a loot crate spawn room. There's mobs down this path, but it is a one-way system, so you can't get lost. Once you've checked out the loot crate, go back to the main path, through the entrance by the crystals in the wall. Here we want to continue to the right towards the wooden scaffolds. There will be more mobs in the scaffold maze, so make sure to fight them until you reach this first pinch spot. Here we can't take a tame past without the use of a cryopod. If you have a dino, here you want to make sure it's safe and pod your dino. Now you want to walk down the maze while killing any mobs that are left. As you can see, more mobs came from down the next hallway, so be careful and don't rush this. The scaffold maze is easy, it's pretty much straightforward, and you want to go left at the end and you should see the next hallway. Here you can unpod your dino and should notice a hole to the right hand side of the path. Go through this entrance and follow the one-way system until you get to the next doorway. This next room is the puzzle room. Mobs spawn in here, so be ready to fight them before you move on. Once the room is clear, you want to make your way towards this button at the end of the hall. Behind this button is a potential loot crate spawn, so keep an eye out for it. To complete this puzzle and get access to the artifact, we must press 3 buttons. The first is the one in the center, the second will be up here in the room, and the last will be at the back of the room at the left hand side, here. Now get your grapples ready and go back and press the first button. Using your grapple, shoot in this area and pull yourself up. Then press the second button. Then stand at the edge of this beam and shoot in this area and pull yourself to the third button and press it. Once you've pressed the third button, you should hear a door slide open. Now you want to get down from here, and if you have a parachute, simply use it to break your fall or be a daredevil like me. Now you want to run towards the first button, and to the left side here is where we want to go. Around this wall, you should notice that the ground has actually opened up. Here we want to put on our scuba gear. I only use the tank, but you can use the flippers too. If you have your pike, equip it and go into the water. There are piranhas in this water, so be ready to fight. I like to use my grapples to pull myself through this spot as it's a one-way system and it's way faster than a piranha. If you have no pike, you can make them chase you all the way back to the entrance and shoot them at the stairs. You can actually use the little air pockets as well to grapple up and shoot them from above. Once the water is clear, go back into the water and swim to the end of the one-way system, and you should now see the artifact. This is being held by a statue. Pick this up when you're ready and swim back out of this underwater tunnel. Once you're back on your tame, make your way to the back of the room. Take a right at the door and the next 2 lefts. You should see the scaffolds ahead. Pod your tame and walk through the maze, and then unpod your dino before these stairs. Walk up the stairs and towards the hidden door. It should open up automatically for you. Walk forward and here take a left up the stairs and into the main chamber with the statue. And finally, you want to go to the left and out through the entrance hallway. So that's my guide on the massive artifact on the Astraeos map in Ark Survival Ascended. The cave is pretty straightforward, and the only challenging thing is the high level mobs, which usually aren't that many. If you want to tame any insect at high levels, this is a really good cave to do it at, because some of them are even stuck behind those scaffolds. I hope this video helped you get the artifact and out of the cave with no issues. If it did, make sure to leave a like and a subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next one.